Okay. Ooh, look at the matte black effect. Yo, what's going on guys? Ross here, welcome to another video. So we got something special today. I got a little package turn up in the post today, and this is going to be replacing a bit of hardware I use for my Mac. More importantly, it's going to be replacing my Magic Mouse. So I'm slowly making the conversion over to Windows. I've got a PC on the way, which I'll be doing a separate video on. And because of that, I decided to get a new mouse as well. So I had a look around on the internet. I found a few good options, and I got a few recommendations from people as well. And inside this box here is the mouse that I chose. So let's rip this open and show you guys what I went for. Okay, here it is. This is the MX Master 3 by Logitech. So this is a really nice box. So I got this recommended by quite a few people, and I'd actually used this at work as well, so I knew it was going to be fairly decent. But yeah, let's crack open this box and get straight into it. Ooh, look at the matte black effect on here. Oh, that shows up much better in the light. Nice, that's clean. Sheesh. Let me show you guys inside this box without the mouse falling out of it. So we've got the mouse there, and then we got the Bluetooth dongle, which is going to allow us to connect it to the device. Oh wow, this feels really nice. Okay, cool. So at the moment, it's got that like stick on the bottom, which is quite nice. It's a good way of showing us how we can set this up. So it seems fairly simple. Clean. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've got a button at the bottom there, which allows us actually to swap between 3 different devices. I'm not 100% sure what the battery is like on this. I wonder if it says it on the box somewhere. 3 hours of battery life in 1 minute of charge. Full charge lasts up to 70 days. Oh my god. It's got this side bit, which even just kind of like holding it in the air like this feels really comfortable and much nicer than holding the Magic Mouse. Going from something like the Magic Mouse where you don't really have a middle button, it's going to be really handy having that physical scroll wheel that I can click in as well, especially with softwares like Houdini, which I've just decided to pick up. You kind of need that middle button to be able to like navigate your way around the viewport, so having that physical button is going to come in really handy. Let's actually plug all of this in and get this bad boy fired up. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. So you can just simply flick that switch there. So now we've got that little light come on, and I think that means it's connected to first device. Let's see if anything. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So the mouse is already working. Nice. Oh wow, this feels really smooth. When I read about this as well, one of the things that they did like mention about is that it can be used on pretty much any surface. So that includes like glass, which when I've tried to use my Magic Mouse on, does not seem to like at all. Oh wow, this is nice. Okay, let's load up Instagram and see what this scroll is like. I like that I've got a physical scroll now on that mouse as opposed to it being like kind of touch sensitive. That definitely kind of makes it a lot easier to kind of gauge that scroll. And oh wow, okay. So I'm literally I'm barely touching that scroll wheel and it flies down the page. That is mad. And then I can literally just flick it. I'm barely putting any kind of flick into that, and it's literally flying. So that's really handy. So you can turn that on and off by pressing this button here. So I've pressed it again, and if now it's more of like a manual scroll. So that's really handy. If you had like a really long web page, you can just fly through that. So that's really cool. Have I got like some sort of software that I need to download for this? mxsetup.logi. So mxsetup.logi.com. And I'm guessing this is going to allow us to set up. Yes, it's connected. Let's download for Mac. So this, I'm guessing, is going to be some sort of software where we can kind of adjust the key bindings for this mouse. We've got a nice little kind of video demonstration of how this works and what all the buttons do. So I'm going to let that download. That's going to take a minute. My internet is slow. But even with using this just for literally like a minute, it feels so nice already. I'm like actually moving it around on the surface. It's kind of hard to explain, but like if I move the mouse around, you can hear the friction, the noise that that's making on the surface. And now I'm going to move this around. It just sounds so much smoother, so much more gentle. Like the Magic Mouse kind of sounds like it's scratching. This kind of just glides across the surface. Oh well, so I completely missed this little slot in the box there. And this is going to be our USB cable for charging this mouse. So I'm just going to pull that out. Really nicely packaged. And you've just got a simple USB to USB, USB-C to USB there. And that just plugs in the front of your mouse there. So really simple setup, and like it says on the box, you can charge this for 1 minute. It lasts up to 3 hours charge. 1 minute of charge and you get 3 hours of use. That is crazy. That's ridiculous. So yeah, it can track on glass, so precision tracking on any surface. 4000 DPI sensor. You can actually transfer text and files between a Windows and a Mac computer. So when I get my PC, I'll test that out, because that's actually really interesting, because I'm going to need to move some files about. So if I'm able to actually drag a file from one device to another, that's a really, really cool feature. Install options, why not? Let's share the analytics data. Logitech options allows you to customize and get the most out of your Logitech devices. Okay, I'm going to skip the kind of logging process. I'm just going to turn off notifications. Welcome to the MX Master 3. Think it, master it. Continue. So automatically shifts from line by line scrolling to free spinning when you scroll faster. Oh, okay. So without me even having to press that button, it's actually going to detect whether or not I'm trying to like fly through the page or whether or not I'm just scrolling normally. So that's quite handy. I didn't realize that. Click to manually toggle between ratchet and free spin. So you can also use the button, but what it's saying is it will automatically detect if you're trying to fly or just scroll normally. Click and hold the button as you move the mouse to use gesture commands. Oh, nice. So when I click in that left button that's on my thumb, I can use that to like scroll down and it's going to open all the apps, or scroll up and show me mission control. Switch between desktops. I haven't got multiple desktops, so that's fine. Scroll horizontally with a gentle turn of the thumb wheel. Your MX Master can have different settings for any app. Horizontal scroll, zoom, brush size. Okay, so I can bind those depending on the software. Predefined settings. Hover over the icons to see the predefined customizations you can install for these apps. Open link in new tab. That's actually really handy because I do that quite a lot. Horizontal scroll, undo and redo. Continue to install. Searching for optimized apps, we have predefined settings for 7 apps. So it's nice that it has like these predefined settings and that it will detect the apps you've got on your software. So that's installed the profiles, it says. So restart the optimized apps, you're all set. Cool. And then if I press back to options, so you got your mouse, swap left to right buttons, point and scroll. So I've set it to Photoshop, and then when I click on my middle button, I can actually change that for different things. So brush size, brush hardness, copy, paste, etc, etc. So that's really handy that it's got that. And then is there a way I can add, oh yeah, add application. Oh, and then it's got all my apps on here. That is really nice that you're able to customize it per program. I think that's really handy actually. Cool, so I think that's pretty much an overview of the program just from using it for literally the last like 10 minutes or so, and just like holding it in my hand as well. It just feels so much more comfortable than the Magic Mouse. So I'm really happy with this so far. The box and just the general presentation of the product was really nice. And this came out to about £99 in total, just under 100. I think it's definitely worth it. The actual like quality and the build of the product feels like it warrants that price. It feels really premium. And obviously you've got all the additional settings of being able to adjust the bindings for the keys per application on your system. So I think that's actually really useful, as well as having just these really handy side buttons. And it's not like overloaded with loads of buttons like you get with some kind of like gaming mouses where you've got tons of buttons on the side. You've got a simple kind of like undo redo button and then a side scroll here, as well as the thumb button as well. So they're really helpful. And then obviously you've got the gestures by clicking in the middle mouse and moving it. So there's lots of neat features packed into this, and it just feels nicer in the hand as well. So definitely happy with my purchase so far. I'm going to go and play with this, and I'm probably going to hide this in a cupboard somewhere. I've actually ordered a keyboard as well, so when that arrives I'll be doing a video on that, and then we're just waiting on the PC, and then I'll probably do like a whole kind of setup video on that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.